Diddy, Quincy. Do you even know half the people you're naming?
The Kardashians have been known for their glamorous lifestyle and extravagant parties. Now, what is their connection to P. Diddy, who's been making serious headlines, but for all the wrong reasons? Recently, there has been a video that resurfaced, or a clip taken from Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and this is dated back in 2014. Now, Khloe is spilling the beans on how crazy it got at one of the Diddy parties.
That really was a very traumatic experience for me in my life.
Now, she's discussing the party, and she's mentioning Justin Bieber's attendance and a few half-naked guests. So even the Kardashians weren't immune to Diddy's infamous parties, but it seems like their connection goes a lot deeper than just a wild night out. Now, what is the friendship connection? All right, they go back from way back, because in this particular clip, you're hearing Khloe talking to Kourtney about how she just came back from this party, okay?
I got on a plane at 5:30 a.m.
She got picked up at 5:30 a.m. I got on a plane at 5:30 a.m. Well, this party, I think that half the people were butt naked. And she adds, stirring curiosity, you would have loved it.
I think half the people there were butt naked. You would have loved it.
Now, they're at a bowling alley, and it's crazy because she just comes back and she just talks about it as if it wasn't a thing, right? Like, you would have loved it, and you walk into a party where people are, half of them are butt naked, like it isn't anything. For many people, it would seem bizarre. It would seem really odd. But now when you fast forward to present day and all of the allegations of what goes on at P. Diddy's parties, as well as, the claims of nudity.
Sean P. Diddy Combs has been arrested and indicted on federal charges.
And people engaging in activities when you're nude. What else would a group of people be doing if they are nude at a party, right? And at a P. Diddy party. This is alarming for people. And I guess this is why this clip is all of a sudden going viral, because it alludes to the fact that these things did happen. Now, there was no mention of any other wild things that happened at this party. However, it is evidence at this time, looking back in the past, that yes, P. Diddy had parties, and yes, there would be naked people there. And not just one naked person, there'd be a lot of naked people. So you fast forward now to 2016, you see Khloe and Kourtney again reminiscing about their time with Diddy. And this was now on an episode of Cocktails with Khloe. Khloe and Kourtney discussing their past parties with Diddy. She recounts that risque party, how she got on that plane and showed up and there were butt naked people. Now, it sounds like these two had a blast with Diddy back in the day. And now with recent allegations against him, it's hard to sort of reconcile that fun-loving, good party-going time with the serious accusations that are happening right now. And now people are questioning what actually went on behind the scenes. And so much so that Kim Kardashian herself unfollowed Diddy on Instagram. They used to have a very close relationship. You are seeing countless images and photos of the Kardashians at Diddy parties, including the white party, including the fact that Diddy himself threw a party for Kim Kardashian on her 50th birthday with, all right, every star-studded celebrity was present at those parties. You're seeing them all, together. This is back at the time when J-Lo was dating Diddy. And you see Kim K, you see Kris Kardashian. There was another episode recently that came out where Kris Jenner herself, momager, was going to meet up with Diddy and a bunch of rappers. And Kim is saying, like, Mom, what do you even know about rappers? Why are you even going? Like, is this age appropriate for you? And Kris is saying how much fun it is and why not? So it wasn't a big deal. Now, not every celebrity is on the bandwagon that, Diddy is this bad guy and that awful things happen at his parties, right? Ray J, Kim Kardashian's ex-boyfriend, has come to his defense recently, claiming that these allegations are unfounded. Quote unquote, we've never seen the stuff that's being said and the stuff that people are finding out. Like, I've never been in rooms that people are talking about and I never knew they existed, said Ray J. And a lot of people in the industry can have a good time at a Diddy party. Like, you all wanted to go and have a good time at a Diddy party. And he went on to suggest that people wanted to go and have fun. They wanted to get inspired and be encouraged by the good vibes of these gatherings and go to work the following day. People are still attempting to digest and understand everything. And he said that even though the claims aren't factual yet, they are nonetheless confusing for many. So Ray J's interview defended Diddy and Diddy's parties. It's interesting to hear Ray J's perspective, especially given his close ties to both Kim and Diddy. Now, for those who do not remember Ray J is the person that was involved in the tape, the famous tape that people are saying was planted and planned by Kris Jenner that catapulted basically Kim K's career. This tape that Ray J and Kim were in an intimate scenario that was probably not meant for anybody but them. And this is not them involved in any group type situation at all. It was very one-on-one, but that's the Ray J that we're talking about that is coming to Diddy's defense. Now, what is actually happening in the legal battle? If you go to the heart of the matter right now, there are serious charges against Diddy. We will not mention what they are, but they are very serious and they involve allegations to do with these parties, okay? Or what we call, or what he's calling as freak-offs. And people participating in things that they say that they had no knowledge of, or that there were, things that they took unknowingly that caused them to participate in these said activities. And it was against their will, or they did not know. So a year and a half after the feds raided Combs' home in Miami and LA, he was taken into custody on September 16th at a posh hotel in Manhattan. Now, many others since have filed lawsuits against him in the past year, alleging that he had mistreated them. And the one such person, the person who really, I think, started the train or the Pandora's box of other allegations and people feeling safe to come forward, is his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, whose accusations began when she was 19. Now, we know that when she came out with the lawsuit against him, it was resolved in a day. It was so fast and taken care of, and signed, sealed, and delivered and taken care of. And he, at that time, if you can remember, he was like, none of that is true. People are looking for a fast payday, so on and so forth. Yet, the video that came out of him and Cassie that was so blatantly obvious of the things that he did that were in those allegations that he had denied really is a big damper to his credibility. All right. You can't sit here and say, I never did such things, and then evidence comes out that, oh, yes, you did. So it is not surprising that there are people who look at Diddy now with very, very different set of lenses and are now wondering or having doubts about his honesty and his word. All right. She entered the suit with a long list of wrongdoings over a span of 10 years. The grand jury indictment papers that the Mirror looked through reveal accusations of him dating back to 2008. And there are some really horrible things that are stated on there. It is a far cry from glitzy parties that we've been discussing. Now, what is the actual impact on Diddy's family? The legal battle's taken a toll on Diddy, both personally and professionally. Supposedly, he is within the jail on suicide watch. But really, the most heartbreaking aspect of the story is the impact on his family. And his children are facing a crisis, and it's a reminder that even the most powerful figures can be brought down by their actions. Now, People magazine was informed by a person with knowledge of the matter that Diddy is incredibly worried about his kids while he's in jail. So here's the facts. The insider revealed he is very concerned about his kids and their well-being. He has 3 minor children, 2 of whom now have no living parents available with him, incarcerated. 4 of his 7 children have neither parent available with him, incarcerated. And that was what the Mirror reports. And according to a person familiar with the matter, Diddy's kids are all in a crisis and shock as a result of his imprisonment. It's heartbreaking to see the children in the state they're in. This is their father. But to them, he's not Diddy. He's dad. He has always been a loving, devoted father. And I don't think anyone's denying the source that he's been to his children, beaming as a dad, providing, an incredible lifestyle. anything and everything that they could ask for, protection, homes, whatnot. Yet right now, their dad is being accused of some very, very serious crimes. And clearly, he is somebody that you would think would shelter the kids from any of his adult activities. And this is probably why it's even more of a shock, because they're probably seeing that they've never heard or seen their dad in this light. They're young, they're minors, and now they don't have a mother or father taking care of them. Thankfully, Diddy has older children. Hopefully that's being taken care of. Diddy, who had 3 children with the late model and actress Kim Porter, she died in 2018 at the age of 47. He is the happy father of Christian, Jesse, and Delilah. Quincy was Porter's child by Al B, and he was later taken in by Coombs. Subsequently, he had 2 sons, Chance with entrepreneur Sarah Chapman, and Justin with stylist Misa Hilton. And Diddy and model Dina Tran celebrated the birth of their youngest child, daughter Love, in December of 2022. This information is related to reports that Diddy is not being given any preferential treatment while he is being held in one of the most infamous prisons in America on these 3 major charges. Regarding Diddy's treatment, an insider told the magazine that he is being treated exactly like any other detainee awaiting trial. We also know that he was denied bond 2 times. Denied bond for many reasons, and likely because the feds have enough evidence and enough proof and concern that because of his access to funds and his access to, many different things, that he is a flight risk. So there you have it. There's a surprising connection with the Kardashians and him going way back now, going back to years. And now Kim has decided to unfollow him, as well as a number of celebrities are choosing to, lay low or literally keep their mouth shut. We know that there were tapes seized. We know that there were 1,000 bottles of, baby oil or lube or whatever it was that they caught in his premise. But that doesn't mean he's guilty of any of those things. However, he has, in recent light, been discovered as someone who is not truthful, who vehemently denied his involvement and anything that Cassie Ventura had said, yet shortly thereafter, there was evidence that showed that he did participate in some of those awful things, to which he apologized. So we're going to keep up with this ongoing, story, and would love to hear your thoughts on this situation with P. Diddy.